It's called Gujranwala.
Gujarat, okay.
Gujranwala is a city near Lahore. So I was born in Gujranwala, and that was during the Second World War. So after the war, the entire family came back to Thailand, and my family has lived here since my family meaning my parents. We have lived here since 1947.
Yes,
which is
soon after the independence.
Right,
yeah.
right. But my uncle came here, as I said, in 1920 something. So Thailand is really our home now. You know, India is my country of birth, and Thailand is my adopted home. I love Thailand. I think it's a great country. I would not want to live anywhere else in the world. Thailand has everything that a man would want. You have lovely climate. People are wonderful, very nice, very kind. Thailand has always been called the land of smile. And this smile is genuine. People are wonderful. People are very warm. Very friendly, and you may have noted that a very large number of foreigners live in Thailand, and we have a fairly large Indian community that has been here since about 1850 onwards.
So what are you doing at the moment? What do you do for?
I am pretty much semi-retired. I do a lot of social work.
Yes.
I am very involved with the different charitable organizations. I'm also very deeply involved with the India-Thai Business Association, of which I am the president.
Yes.
I'm also the past president of the India-Thai Chamber of Commerce.
Okay.
So I keep myself fairly active with the association, as well as with my charitable work, which I have been doing for the last 40 years.
When talk about a little bit on the investment and the Indian business that you're dealing with, how is it? Do you think that India is growing in economy, in stability? So when you compare in the world now, competing between China and India, who is going to be superpower?
Well, both. India in the year 2020 will be one of the 5 economic superpowers. You know, India has a very large population. It has the second largest population in the world. India has 1.2 billion.
Yes.
Out of which we have 300 million who have very strong purchasing power. So India is a growing market, and a lot of countries are seriously looking towards trading in India, trading with India, investing in India, because you've got a huge market. And in the context of ASEAN, India will be playing a very important role. So I can say that the future looks very bright, especially for Thai entrepreneurs who are interested exporting products to the Indian market.
Yes.
And I also see that there is tremendous potential for attracting Indian investment into Thailand and also to other ASEAN countries. Now, you talked about China. I think it's a very interesting comparison. You know, China will always be number one. I mean, it's a huge country, tremendous potential. But India is very close behind. And I would like to see more cooperation with India, with China, because in the past the Thai businessmen have traditionally relied on the West.
Yes.
And I think it's time we seriously start looking towards improving the economic ties with China and with India, so that Thailand is not over-dependent on the West. I think the West is a very important market. It will always be, but I think it's time that we should seriously start thinking in terms of improving the economic ties both with India and with China.
And what do you think that Indian community is quite large, and also they've been working so hard to settle themselves. So what do they do good for the kingdom of Thailand of them being here?
Okay, very interesting. You know, a lot of people have asked me a very interesting question, and that is, how large is the Indian community in Thailand? To give you the answer, I don't really know, and nobody knows, because it's all guesstimate. You know. I would put it at around 100,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
More?
Perhaps more. But again, as I said, nobody really knows. See, the fact is that the early Indian settlers who started coming to Thailand from about 1800 onwards, but prior to that, as you know, Buddhism came into Thailand from India, and the Hindu religion also came to Southeast Asia. So I have reason to believe that in the past the priests must have come, and if you look at the history of this country, Thailand, you will see there's a lot of Indian influence. You look at the language, the culture,
even the belief. Sometimes there is a Brahmin into it. Brahmin and
well,
Hinduism.
I mean, yeah, the rights are still Brahmin rights. There are a lot of rights, Brahmin rights in Thailand. So there has been a lot of Indian influence in Thailand. Look at the Thai language. The origin is from Sanskrit, from Pali, from Prakrit, and some of the other languages. You look at the Thai traditions, customs, a lot of Indian influence. The kingship itself came from India. So the two countries have been so close and yet so far.
Of course.
The reason I say close and yet so far is because although the cultures are similar, there are a lot of similarities between the two countries, but politically they have not, the relationship has been more of a lukewarm relationship. It's only in the last 20 years that the two countries have made a serious effort into opening up, and the relationship, I must say that over the last 20 years has improved considerably. The level of trade between the two countries in the year 2000 was only about 1 billion.
Oh yeah.
Today it's gone up to 10 billion.
10 million, yes.
And I personally believe that over the next 3 to 5 years, this will grow to the value of 20 billion. So there are not only opportunities in improving trade between the two countries. I also think that a lot of Indian investors will start investing in Thailand, using Thailand as a base to penetrate into the ASEAN market. So the future looks very promising.
Right.
It looks very promising.
You see, one important thing that the whole world actually likes to see and accept, that Indian people, wherever they are, you, for example, many years here, many of the owner of the Indians, they own Thai now, but still you can keep the culturally, to keep the image, the profile of being an Indian. How could you do that?
Well, I mean, you'd see that Indians are basically very enterprising people, you know. Wherever they go all over the world, you will see that they still maintain a strong bond with their mother country. For example, we at home, we still speak Punjabi.
Do you?
With the family, we still speak Punjabi. And in the past, most Indian parents used to send their children to study in India. So there are linkages. There are linkages. We still maintain Indian traditions. But of late you will see that the children born in Thailand are beginning to lose the Indian identity.
Really?
Yeah, well, they think Thais, they think Thai. Some of them don't even speak any Indian.
How about your children?
Well, I don't have any children.
You don't know? No,
but my nephews and my nieces, they all look, they all consider themselves as Thais.
Thai, yeah.
The only thing Indian about them is their look. Other than that, it's all Thai, you know, because they mix around with their Thai friends. Everything has changed. So things are quite different. The older people, the older generation, they maintain their Indian values, but right. Those under 40 are almost. I mean, they're almost Thais now. They're almost Thais.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you would like to comprehend Indian lifestyle, you know where to go. You would be surprised how much Indian influences on our Thai society. We share India's Bali and Sanskrit language. Our Thai people or Thai classical drama, Ramakien, is also derived from India's Hindu story. So Indians are no strangers to us after all. We now at Phahurat or Little India with Kun Sathit Sekal. So he's going to be our honorable guide today. So please follow us and see what he's going to tell about this place.
All right, we're standing right in front of India Emporium.
Yeah.
India Emporium is a supermarket which has a collection of all kinds of shops selling Indian goods, including clothes and what have you. On my right, over this side, you will see we're standing on Chakrapet Road. This entire stretch at one time used to be shops owned by Indians, and some of these places, if you look to my right, you will see there's a restaurant.
Mana India.
An Indian Mama Indian restaurant. Further down there's Royal India restaurant. And then I'm going to take you around this area to show you a little bit about what is called Little India. So Little India is Chakrapet Road, and then further down on my left is Phahurat. So we'll be walking around this area to show you what Little India is all about.
Yes, but when we go deeper, we'll see more and more. So please follow us. Yes. So you said that this whole area is about 100 years of age?
All right.
Oh, this is a famous one. Everybody must drop by here.
This is a little stall which sells samosas.
Oh.
Very, very famous. And he makes the best samosas in Bangkok. Always busy.
Yeah, always, yes.
And then they're frying little samosas over here.
Yes, and he passed on generation to generation, I suppose.
That's right. Actually, it was his father who started this.
Can we talk to you?
Yes.
Oh, you are what generation? I mean, you are the nephew or what? Or the son?
Okay. คุณพ่อเป็นคนที่เริ่ม
ใช่เริ่มมา
Okay.
แล้วตั้งอยู่ที่นี่มาก็
50 ปีแล้ว Okay. This stall has been here for the last 50 years. His father started it. Okay. His father was first started this right at this very place. Okay. And today he sells samosas. The recipe has been.
How much is one? 12 baht. I get you 12 baht. It has to be go together with what? But it's made of what? Made of what? Tamarind, right?
Tamarind sauce.
Tamarind sauce. So I want to try. Whoa. So what did you stuff it inside here?
Potatoes.
A potato.
You see here.
Oh, like this. Okay. This is what they stuff it inside. So why is it so famous for the Thai people actually eating this?
I think his recipe is such. It is neither too hot. The recipe is just right. You know, the mixture is just right. So people get used to it. And whenever anybody comes to Phahurat, they make it a point to come and buy samosas.
And it's very crispy, I think.
It's very crispy, yes.
So how good they come here and settle down here or occupy this area?
Okay, well, you see, Indians, about a century ago, they all came, and most of them came and settled down around Phahurat area, and some of them lived on the other side of the river, called a place called Siyakban Camp,
Okay.
right across the river. So it was mainly this area, one more.
Yeah, and the pricing?
The pricing is very, very reasonable. The pricing is very,
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take you to a little video.
Okay, come here. We'll see video. Wow. Look at this.
They have all kinds of videos. You can find any music, Indian music, any Indian drama, Indian play, Indian film. It is all here.
And it's my favorite guide.
Okay, that's movie
Shah
star.
Rukh Khan. They have everything. Look at this. Like I see, there's also another Kal ho gya ho, Shah Rukh Khan. So if that means everybody, you didn't go to India at all.
Well, you can
be here.
just about everything here.
And these places, what, they own themselves or what? Or they rent or what? Or belong to the crown property?
This whole area actually, some of is all rented property. It's all rented property, and they've been here for years and years and years. Right next to this lane is what is called Patu Lake.
Patu Lake, oh really?
Patu Lake and Patu Yai, Lake and Yai. So these two streets is where a lot of Indians used to live. Originally these were houses, and then they were converted into shops.
I see. How much is it?
It is with the compliments of Gita for you.
Kun Gita didn't know anything. No, I'll have it without bag. ขอบคุณค่ะ ขอบคุณค่ะ Shah Rukh Khan, go with me tonight. ขอบคุณค่ะ Thank you very much.
All right.
Wow, oh, Peter.
This is a store.
Ah, yes.
He makes
Very
what in India
interesting.
we call pan. Pan is a betel nut.
Mita Subari.
Supari.
Mita.
Meetha supari, mak.
Mark, okay. A real gulab, really?
Yes.
Rose, and then smash it?
Yeah, very sweet.
Oh, you see, this is a sweetened rose. They have cut roses into pieces and then make sweeten up, right?
Yes.
Ooh, super trouble. You smell good too. I try.
Okay, this is only for 10 baht.
ครับผมขอบคุณครับ
All right, we go further.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We go further.
That's it.
Yeah.
So wedding, is it for wedding?
Weddings, any occasions, these are special costumes. Special costumes. Then you can get all these prints over here. This is from Kali. Okay. Okay, and look at all this.
These are
all Indian
produced.
goddesses.
They produced in Thailand or are being all the way from there?
All produced in Thailand. This is the proprietor of the shop.
สวัสดีค่ะ
Okay.
Interesting. You see, very colorful. So did it you give out for rent or sell it?
Everything here is for sale.
For sale.
Everything here is for sale.
Interesting.
So if you want to buy an Indian dress, come here.
Come here.
You want to buy a picture of an Indian goddess, come over.
Come over here. So everything full intact.
This is what is called gungru.
Put in the rack.
Put in
Dancing, right? When they dance. Interesting. Look at
Now,
this
you see, these are
colorful, colorful.
Out of paper.
A paper one. It looks like clothes to me.
This is all incense sticks.
Yeah. Look at these vessels and all that utensil.
You name it, it's all here. Clothes, sawadika. This is one of this is the most famous shop that sells Indian sweets. Other than sweets, they also sell groceries, and you can also buy food here.
Oh,
You can have Indian
lunch
food here,
and all that
lunch,
here, you mean?
all kinds of food.
So these are only Indian people coming here or
No,
Thai
Thai
also?
people, Thai people
Oh, the Thai people also. Oh.
Thai people also buy sweet.
Really? For what? They just buy daily consuming or what? A special day when they
Every day.
Every
Special
day.
days. November, Diwali, Indian festival, Diwali.
So when you do all these, that means repeatedly the same kind of sweets
Yes.
available there.
Okay, we will show you some Indian sweets.
You drink, when you drink butter.
What would you like to drink? You want to try the lassi? You want to try the lassi?
Sour? No, not the sour one. Just now we
sweet?
took the sweet one. Yeah.
Okay, well, he will give you some sweet lassi.
Thank you. Let's try. Okay, now you have a look at the sweet, the famous. That's why getting fat because of this. Which is burfi. People talk about burfi. Oh, yes, they're very tasty. Yeah, look at this apple.
This is a coconut burfi.
The milk. This is the milk.
Milk on there, everything.
Very
Actually, the
interesting.
Thai people most wanted to buy this one. This is the use for the puppy canade.
Puppy canade, the
ไหว้
tray.
ของ puppy canade มันก็ใช้
I see.
ใช้ลัดดูมันจะเรียกลัดดูอ่ะ ครับผม
Can I touch it?
yeah of course
So this is
this is made from
this is made from what?
what is it, the gram flour and
So
the sugar like this.
according to him, it is a very famous and Thai like it very much.
Yeah,
So interesting. Look at this cute little thing.
On every Sunday, Thai Sikhs come to pray at this place, and they have a tradition of serving food free of charge. Anybody.
Wow. So it's time for us to say goodbye now. We will be back next week with more on Indian community. Who is going to be the person? Just come along. So let's see you next week. Until then, so long. สวัสดีค่ะ